for Miss Emma Kwaba, Eba Ghanatube, so snowy. Matana Sibium, Ellen Sem, air coso, Ewo Ghana, ye my air bro, 18 tempano, menum and quino angel ifufuninti, Mega Ebacuti and Sem Ibia, air coso, Ewo, or my na me ba, na near Wohono, media twasso amamu.
A member of parliament is pressing for answers on the Z9 helicopter crash that killed 8 gallant Ghanaians, including ministers. What's the status of the investigation? And let's not forget about them too soon, because they pay the ultimate price. And we had all sorts of expressions for them. Gallant Ghanaians are heroes, and time has passed. They're still in the memories of many, many people, especially their families. And today, well, there's a member of parliament who is asking questions of the status of investigations into what exactly led to the crash and the aftermath of the crash. And this is the member of parliament for the Tolong constituency, the Honorable Habib Idris. He has written to the President John Dramani Mahama, requesting urgent update on the report on the 6th August helicopter crash that claimed 8 lives. If you recall, President Mahama did indicate the commitment of government to get to the bottom of exactly what caused this crash. The president addressed the nation after the crash. This is what he said. Take a look.
We mourn. Questions about the cause of this tragedy are only natural and important. And I want to assure the families and the nation that the Ghana Armed Forces has initiated a full and transparent investigation into the circumstances of this crash. An investigative board of inquiry has been set up to investigate the cause of the crash. The flight data and cockpit voice recorders have both been retrieved. All 8 of the bodies of our departed comrades have been retrieved, and the government is in close touch with the bereaved families about identification of the bodies and final interment.
So that was the president, just less than 24 hours after this crash that claimed 8 Ghanaians, including ministers of state, 7 ministers of state. Now, this is not to recall the pain of the loss of these gallant Ghanaians, but then again, the member of parliament for Tolong is asking questions, and we'll give you the basis why. And this is it. He says that on 25th of August 2025, a committee of inquiry was established to investigate the circumstances surrounding the accident, and the public was informed that the findings would be shared within 30 days. Now, he goes on to say, based on this particular outcome and what was earlier communicated, because of this particular 30 days period that was communicated, he stated that there are some answers that need to be given. And we'll tell you why. This is it. The Ministry of Defense, and this was a statement that was issued by the acting Minister of Defense, that is Dr. Kasiela Tuforsin, on the 25th of August. So you see that Habib Idris is referring to this statement that was issued by Dr. Kasiela Tuforsin on the 25th of August 2025, that the Ministry of Defense informs the public that the investigations board established to inquire into the recent Z9 helicopter crash has formally commenced its work. That the board is chaired by the National Security Coordinator, with membership drawn from the Ghana Air Force and the Aircraft Accident and Incident Investigation and Prevention Bureau of the Ghana Civil Aviation Authority. This was the membership, the composition of the membership of this said board of investigation. Recall the president, this, what I just played to you, the president referenced this board of investigation, and this is the composition of the membership of the board of investigation that the president talked about, which had the sole job of investigating what led to this particular crash. President reiterating the commitment to get to the bottom of exactly what had happened. And that statement that was issued by Dr. Kasiela Tuforsin did continue, that the United States of America is providing advice and assistance to the board through visiting investigators from the U.S. Air Force. The board may also invite other relevant experts and institutions, both local and international, to assist with the investigation. It will be recalled that on the day of the incident, the 6th of August, a preliminary investigation team was constituted to gather all available evidence relating to the crash in support of the board's work. The preliminary investigation team is scheduled to submit its report to the board today. This was the 25th of August. So it stands to say that all things being equal, the preliminary investigation team have submitted the preliminary investigation report to this investigation board as of the 25th of August. If what the minister's statement is saying is anything to go by, the investigation board has been mandated to complete its work within 30 days. So we tracked the period. So bear in mind, this statement was issued on the 25th of August. So on the 25th of August, we're told that within 30 days, this investigation board will have their work cut out for them. So we counted from the 26th of August, the 30-day period would have elapsed on the 24th of September between the period or the date that is the statement was issued, 25th of August. We started counting the 30 days from the next day. 26th of August to the 24th of September 2025 was that 30-day period that this investigation board was giving to do their work. Now, if you track what has happened between that period, the end date of 24th September, that 30-day period, from then till now, after the elapse of that deadline of the 30 days, we've had additional 33 days after the 30 days that was given to this investigation board to do their work. That is what, from what we are picking, has prompted this query by the Member of Parliament, Habib Idris, who is asking questions of exactly what is happening. Why have they really completed their work within this 30-day period? Where is the report? Is it going to be made public? Are these questions worth asking? Wing Commander Patrick Nelson Sobojo, retired, is a retired Ghana Air Force pilot. He's joining us on Zoom right now. Wing Commander Patrick Nelson Sobojo, good evening. Thank you for joining us.
Good evening to you.
Great. Now, this has come at a time when the Member of Parliament, Habib Idris, is asking questions that if an investigation board was given 30 days to do their work, and it's been additional 33 days after the 30-day period elapsed, what is happening? Are these questions worth asking when demanding some answers for?
Well, there may be, good evening to you and your listeners. It might be important to ask these questions. But then, you see, when you go to a board of inquiry, a special aircraft incident, can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly.
Yeah, you know, aircraft investigation is not like a vehicle crash. It's very elaborate. Yeah, it's quite elaborate. I will only plead that.
Yes, I can hear you clearly, please.
Yes. I will just ask compatriots and the country to be patient.
I see.
Because quite recently, there was a similar helicopter crash in the United States.
Yes, I can hear you. If you can listen to me and not watch the television.
Yeah, I heard about the question the parliamentarian raised. Please don't let's bring in timelines.
I see. But the reason why he is referencing timelines is because the Defense Ministry's statement actually had a timeline for the work of the investigation board, 30 days.
It is virtually impossible for anyone to impose timelines on aircraft crash investigations. Let the search and rescue or the board of inquiry come out with findings.
I see. Now, when Commander, if you could listen to me, I can hear you. If you could listen to me on the television, right? You say that it's virtually impossible to put a timeline to aircraft accident investigation?
Yes, you set up a board of inquiry, and there are a lot of things that they have to investigate. Well, I've tried to analyze it. There is an aircraft investigation, crash investigation. There are a lot of things that they have to look at before they deduce what happened. And if they haven't come to the conclusion, they cannot just come out and say we have done A, B, or C.
So for you, a deadline, this 30-day period shouldn't have even come up at all in this statement that was issued.
No, it shouldn't. And I'm giving you an example. Quite recently, a U.S. Air Force helicopter crashed into a jetliner in New York, and 78 people died.
I see. Because the wording of this statement was quite clear, and we'll put that on the screen right now, because it indicated, and this is what the acting defense minister said in this statement that was issued on the 25th of August, that, quote, the investigation board has been mandated to complete its work within 30 days. That was...
Well, then I'm saying that the defense minister is not a technocrat on aircraft investigation. He just announced that it is established. But the experts will go in and find out exactly what happened.
At least in order to answer this question of concern, would you recommend an update, sort of, that so as to... Yes.
I was just trying to give you an example of...
I can hear you, Commander.
Yeah, I was just giving you an example where the United States, with all their scientific means, recently a helicopter ran into a jet airliner and killed 78 people. It took only about 3 months for the board of inquiry to finish their work and then send it to the operator, because the information which they come out is not public notice, it's classified information. And it to go to the operator, and most of the time board of inquiries are made to learn from what happened. Then the government or defense will decide what to tell the public. It is not public notice.
Well, but Sister, I think you've been quite clear that there's no way a time period can be put on aircraft investigation, aircraft crash investigations.
Well, when the board of inquiry is investigating and they have not reported to you, you can mandate them to a timeline.
But I mean, with your experience, I mean, looking at this statement and the 30-day timeline was given, what could have informed this part of it? Because this is a statement coming from the acting defense minister. Obviously, he would have not been acting on his own. He would have had some advice.
The defense minister is a politician and the head.
And how I can hear you.
And assuming that the board of inquiry goes to site and they put things together, and I think earlier we told you we have a voice recorder and a black box. When the manufacturer of an aircraft is making an airplane, he may sometimes go to purchase other equipment from other countries to assemble. And this is why they got the US coming, because maybe they were experts on a black box. But the black box should be open and find out what happened, because whatever is there, it's not like watching a video film. It's encrypted. So they must also finish their job, pass it on to the board of inquiry to be able to tie up. And if they haven't gotten all these things, they cannot give exactly what happened. So I would plead that we should be patient.
I do thank you, Wing Commander. Patrick Sokojo, retired Ghana Air Force pilot. Thank you so much for your expertise on this matter and the appeal for patience as well, in as much as there was that 30-day period given. We'll see what the response will be on this RTI request by the Honorable Habib Idris, the MP for Tolong constituency.
I was here for Akaba, Madam Samoje, where equity in semi ecoso ever on my dining. For our comments, no ever comment section. Now making a subscribe, hit on the notification bell, so and then first time I show me and a magic way. Never for saying in 78 now when you're in pass. So, Modafo, Snowy, and I made day and semi a promo. This year, the Elsia for my crown.